Twisted Metal Head-On Extra Twisted has a very long name, and it's also the first game developed by the newly formed Eat Sleep Play, David Jaffe's new home. Extra Twisted is primarily a port of Twisted Metal Head-On for the PSP, but it also has a set of 4 new battlefields called the Lost Levels. These levels were originally to be included in the ill-fated sequel to Twisted Metal Black, so this is the first time they've actually seen the light of day. Head-On and the Lost Levels are a lot of fun to play. The gameplay is as fast and frantic as ever, the characters and cars are still outrageous, and even the music in Head-On is ridiculously awesome. And while the Lost Levels are a blast, especially if you like the Twisted Metal Black universe, we still preferred playing the Head-On port. Because the Lost Levels are pulled from a darker universe, the color palette is much duller and more brooding, which limits the environmental variation. Also, the music in the Lost Levels is just too repetitive and features these obnoxious drum beats and sound effects that aren't conducive to the play experience. Honestly, we had more fun playing Head-On, even if it is old content. But you're not just getting raw gameplay when you pick up Extra Twisted. There's a ton of bonus content on the disc, including a sweet video documentary from the Twisted Metal team, and the previously unavailable ending movies from Twisted Metal 1. If you get this game, you need to watch all these movies. Words can't describe the cheese level.
I feel great. I feel alive. I feel...
Betrayed.
What? No. Don't. Please don't.
I giveth, and I taketh away. Try again next year, driver.
Calypso, no. Please don't. No! Ah!
The only piece of bonus content we weren't too happy with was Sweet Tour, a mode that lets you run around an asylum as Sweet Tooth gathering factoids about the developers. Even though the developer notes are interesting, this is ultimately an unfinished product. It looks rough, the controls are terrible, and there's no collision models to speak of. It's really just a vehicle for delivering those factoids. However, the absolute worst part of the game is the graphics. Extra Twisted runs smoothly, but the models and textures look awful. This game isn't easy on the eyes, and we know the PS2 can do better. Fans of the series may be wondering whether this game is worth picking up, and we can assure you that all the bonus content and the $20 price point make this a steal, even if you played the original Head-On. For gamers unfamiliar with the Twisted Metal franchise, this is a pretty solid place to start.
No! Black! Where are you going? No! What are you doing with Black? Ah!